10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome. Yes, been a few days since I've last been live. In fact, it's been almost a week. Yeah, I didn't ask for a timeout, but apparently my son decided it was a time for a timeout. He wasn't feeling so good. And then, of course, other things started happening, crazy stuff, bad weather, and a few other things. And I thought, okay, fine, the World Cup has started. Why don't we try and watch the World Cup? That's when the first issue arose. How? Because apparently the World Cup is not being covered. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's on a streaming platform where I have to become a member and I have to pay an amount, get a device, sign up to a 1 year plan just for the World Cup. And I was thinking to myself, forget it. I don't want that. I mean, so I wasn't about to just do that. So it's this whole World Cup has turned into a very funny money grabbing exercise. I mean, if you think about it, halftime they don't have now they have quarters, I think, because they break the game for a water break halfway through the first half and halfway through the second half, right? Yeah, it's been crazy, and well, we're gonna continue with our series, which is Nottingham Forest. But before we do that, I want to just catch up with all of you. Hopefully, you guys, beautiful people, are doing well, and enjoying the World Cup. I have been watching the World Cup in highlights of YouTube, watching some of the matches. I'm glad that some parts of the world are showing at least 30 to 45 minutes worth of highlights, which gives me a better idea of the flow of the game instead of those perfunctory highlights, which are just 5 minutes long, which honestly, it's like somebody is in a hurry. Let's get the highlights out, just put the goals out and get it done with. And that can be quite annoying. And so we're gonna. There have been some interesting matches at the World Cup. I'm pretty impressed with some of these results. If only my thing will work and allow me to change scenes. It's like I need to talk to my device here. So looking at the World Cup opening stages, I mean, which were the games that impressed you the most? I have a few favorites, right? I saw almost large chunk of the South Korean Czechia game. Oh, that was a good game. That was a good game. I mean, the South Koreans have blistering speed, some very interesting talents on the pitch, and surprisingly got the winner. Or I think they got the winner in that game after going a goal behind. And Canada and Bosnia Herzegovina, I have been saying it since day one. Canada will do their best not to lose, but I don't see them winning a lot of games either. They might just get 3 points and sneak their way through to the next round. But having said that, it's not easy in Group B because Group B also features Qatar and Switzerland. Now, the thing about Qatar and Switzerland is that Qatar kind of this game was there was a bit of dispute over this game, right? I mean, there was a question mark about how good this game was. Hey, Spurs fan, welcome, man. Just talking about the World Cup. What was your favorite game so far? For me, right now, the way I look at it, my favorite games were South Korea playing Czechia, USA playing Paraguay because I thought the US team was absolutely scintillating. Okay. The other game that sparked my interest was Netherlands and Japan. Not because Japan was fantastic, but because Netherlands had nothing to offer. Because in terms of, I mean, maybe that it's a World Cup, right? It's the first game of the World Cup. Players haven't found their boots yet. Boots. Players basically, players haven't put on their boots properly, and could be. But Cody Gakpo is showing the same problems he showed at Liverpool towards the end of the season, which is basically being very predictable. So he became very predictable, and Japan was easy to snuff out. But Japan, credit where credit is due, they performed really well, and this is a huge result for Japan in Group F, which also features Sweden and Tunisia. Now, Tunisia fired their coach immediately after the game because they never expected to go down 5-1 to Sweden. But Sweden were absolutely phenomenal in that game. Dutch only had BVD. Yeah, Dutch were terrible. But Sweden was exceptionally good. Because Tunisia are not a throwaway team. They're not some whimsy team. This is one of the teams that goes deep in the African nations, right? And so for Sweden to get such a big result against Tunisia and for their management to fire the Tunisian coach almost immediately just tells you what kind of was upset that was what the scoreline, right, was bad. Uh Mid block, Potter has been on form now this year. Yeah. Potter has been phenomenal. I think Graham Potter is a fantastic manager. England, I feel England should take him. Scotland beating Haiti 1-0. John McGinn scoring his Cinderella goal, making every Scot very happy. And Scotland has waited, 20 years to be in the World Cup, 20 plus years. You shouldn't be too impressed with the Scotland 1 over Haiti because that group that they are in also features Brazil and Morocco. So Scotland got the result they needed, which means that Scotland are most likely going to camp because all they need is 4 points to go through. All they need is 4 points, right? Just don't concede goals. So I suspect what Scotland is going to do in the next few fixtures is not try and lose because both Brazil and Morocco need wins, right? And they've already dropped points. So Haiti, they know is going to be a 3-pointer. So Haiti is probably thinking to themselves, we got nothing to lose, but we just can go all out for this last few games. So this group is going to be quite interesting, but I think Brazil, Morocco, and Scotland might. If Scotland avoid defeat to Brazil or Morocco, they stand a very good chance of going through. Then, of course, Australia beating Turkey. Australia played low block. Australia was damn defensive against Turkey. They were frustrating Turkey the whole game, and they played well. The Aussies played really well in this game. Germany beating Curacao shouldn't come as a surprise. I mean, I did manage Curacao in the World Cup, and they don't have a goalkeeper. Yes, there's somebody standing between the sticks to tend the goal, but he ain't a goalkeeper. All right? Have you seen the number of goalkeepers that have failed to catch the ball? I mean, we are talking balls hitting straight to their chest. Instead, they're palming it away. And you can tell the quality of a goalkeeper when they're confident enough to absorb the ball as they make their body a bit more concave so that as the ball hits, right, they absorb some of that so it doesn't damage their ribs. So I can see that those goalkeepers aren't ready for the big league, so to speak. So there are more goals coming in that Curacao match, man. Hey, Kostis Larsen. How do managers play Curacao at FM26? I know, you should try it out. I tried. It doesn't work. Doesn't really end very well for the managers. Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. Why are they still calling it Ivory Coast? Their official name is Côte d'Ivoire, right? Ivory Coast is the imperialistic name of that country, right? Yeah. So Côte d'Ivoire beat Ecuador 1-0. Another result that is phenomenal for Côte d'Ivoire because of the group that they're in. Because they're in the same group with Germany and Curacao, which means that Côte d'Ivoire now have a very strong chance of going through because Curacao is in the same group, right? Ecuador are in trouble. Right, Ecuador have always been the side that whenever they go to the World Cup, I always rule them out in the group stage. And nothing is going to change this year because Côte d'Ivoire is a really good team. Okay, of course, my Sweden are impressing me like nobody's business. Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak scored a goal and turned provider in this match. So when I watched this game, Sweden and Tunisia, I was thinking to myself, man, if Isak is finding form with this fitness, right, it augurs well for Liverpool, but even more importantly, it's really good news for Sweden. Because if Sweden, who have already claimed 3 points in this group, get another result either over Netherlands or Japan, that's it. They're hot favorites. And don't forget, Sweden was banging in the goals in the qualifiers, so they know how to find the back of the net. This is going to be a team that's going to be very hard to stop at this World Cup. Of course, then we got the disappointing Spaniards. Spain has been disappointing for quite a while. I mean, yes, they've got the fantastic talents of Lamine Yamal. Okay, but let's not forget, it's a team game. And that's exactly what Cabo Verde did to them. They showed them that this is a team game. They kept Spain to a goalless draw. And now the Spanish team have got to be, they got to go and do an inquest. You can't judge Sweden because Tunisia was very poor. No. Tunisia are not a bad team. They are decent, one of the decent African sides. Because you look at African sides, people usually write African sides off, but you have to think in terms of several things, no? Okay, the African sides first up, they're gonna have most of them are not gonna have an issue, and Tunisia have a few talented players in the team, right? There's one kid in the Tunisian team. It's so sad, no? Okay, the guy who ripped apart Tunisia is a boy whose mother and father, half the his parentage is Tunisian Moroccan. This is the irony of it all. The guy who ripped Tunisia apart was a kid with Tunisian Moroccan heritage. So Sweden are going to do quite well. I think Sweden will be. I mean, in this group, Sweden have no issues. Okay, Netherlands and Japan. Netherlands are nowhere near their top. Nowhere. I don't rate. I've never rated Netherlands very high this World Cup or leading into the World Cup. Right, they have got issues up front, and Sweden have got bucket loads of talent up front. And then, of course, we've got Belgium and Egypt. This game, right, is Belgium. It's quite sad to see how Belgium is what they have turned into. I can still remember 2 World Cups ago, we were talking about the golden generation of Belgium, right? We had Kevin De Bruyne, we had all these great talents coming through, right? And they're still in this team. And they're coming off the bench to save the day. Oh no, this Belgium team, I don't think they will wilt in. I predicted they will wilt in the heat, right? They will wilt in the heat. Okay, Egyptians, they'll be fine. If Egypt go through from Group G, right, which is a distinct possibility because Group G is wide open. No? Okay, you got Iran holding New Zealand, and Iran were playing quite well to a point. After that, I don't know what happened. The Kiwis have got they have got some talented players in the team. Chris Wood, term provider, right, at one point. So, could this be their best result? Could this be New Zealand's best result? I don't know, right? New Zealand have never made it past the group stage, okay? But in this edition of the World Cup, right, the moment you get 1 point, you have a chance. Because all you need is a win, right? And even if you get 3 draws, which is mathematically still possible, you cannot have a negative goal difference. And then, of course, we have Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. All right. Well, is anybody not surprised that Uruguay couldn't find a back of the net? When you watch that game, right, you look at the number of chances Uruguay were trying, and they were all desperation chances. Uruguay, unless they start getting some confidence going, they're not going to go far in this World Cup. I mean, people were calling them an outsider, a dark horse in the last World Cup because they did have a team. This time, their front line is fronted by Darwin Núñez. Okay, yeah. So it's going to take them a while. Yeah, Uruguay didn't play any friendlies in the lead up to the World Cup. So they're going to, because you know why? One of the reasons why they didn't play too many games is because of the long season some of these players have had. South American seasons are short. And then, of course, the World Cup for the first time is this group stage, right? So all the managers know that all we need is 4 points. And Uruguay probably fancied their chances going into this World Cup, thinking to themselves, hey, you know what? We're in a group that we can beat Cabo Verde. We can beat Cabo Verde. We might lose to Spain, and we should be able to take on Saudi Arabia. Right. So they might have done those calculations. So they still have a chance. All they need is to win one game. This group, you win one game, you're through. Right. But now everybody has 1 point. And the team that is sitting up looking pretty are Saudi Arabia and Uruguay, not Spain and Cabo Verde. Right. So we'll see how it goes. This group is quite interesting. And then, of course, we got tomorrow's matches. Tomorrow's matches, the best match for me is going to be France and Senegal. France and Senegal. This is the match I want to watch, if I can watch, if God is kind to me. Okay, most of the other matches are throwaway games. Iraq, Norway, apart from watching Erling Haaland probably back 3 or 4 goals. Then Argentina and Algeria. Algeria, good. They're good. But Argentina, pedigree too good. Yeah. Only issue for and Argentina will not be afraid of these temperatures there, so they might be fine. Of among all the South American teams, Argentina, Brazil, they should be fine these temperatures. Even though Brazil dropped points in the first game against Morocco, now Brazil dropping points against Morocco shouldn't come as a shock. Okay, shouldn't come as a shock because Morocco are a good team. Okay, and Brazil, they weren't at their best, and you cannot say for sure who's going to win the World Cup until the group stages, even when the group stages are over, because the next round of matches are all knockouts. Group stages are just to qualify, that's it. And most of these teams are going to try, okay, you know what, get 4 points. As a French, Sonneville, welcome to the stream, man. Brazil is disjointed. They're still very disjointed. But look, there was you remember when Paolo Rossi played for Italy? Remember how disjointed Italy was when they were playing like that? They were also disjointed at the World Cup. They started off very, very cool and then came the knockouts. This is a competition where you cannot start off like a you cannot start off like a bullet train. Usually, most of the teams that start out phenomenally, they fade away after that. Because as the tournament goes on, right, you will feel they will feel the strain. Paolo Rossi was legendary. They were hosts. Yeah, that World Cup, I think they were hosts. And Paolo Rossi, that Italian team, right? They played such terrible football in the group stages. I mean, like everyone's like, what they got to offer? Suddenly, out of the blue, one Paolo Rossi shows up, they win the World Cup. So these kind of things, too early to tell. So these group stages is more entertainment value for the advertisers, okay? Because they can put their during the drinks break, right? They can sell some advertisements, and then during the game itself, they can pan to pictures of Bill Gates, Katy Perry, and all these viewers to show them what wonderful expensive seats they're sitting in. This is not a fans World Cup. When fans like me end up struggling to watch the World Cup from halfway around the world, the World Cup has changed. Because I can still remember the days, right, where World Cup access was essentially free and easy to access. I remember watching the World Cup in, was it Argentina? The one where Schumacher, the goalkeeper came out and clobbered the defender. Was it Germany and Holland? Yeah, I think it was the Holland and Germany semi-final. I actually watched it in my grandfather's house. Yeah. So that I still remember. Those are the days. Hydration breaks bloody hell. They should have hydration breaks are totally put in there by companies. No such thing as the players need. It's a complete joke. Hydration breaks. Football is a 45-minute war. War for 45 fucking minutes. Okay? You don't put in a hydration break for a game, and you cannot go in there and say the weather is very hot, or we need our players to have hydration breaks. Hey, who asked you to put the World Cup there then in the first place? So you wanted to put the World Cup there because you wanted to make money, right? That's the reason why they went there. So hydration breaks are bogus. I mean, the commercial companies, do you know that there are some competitions, right? When we want to, sometimes when you want to organize a competition, you have to accede to the advertisers. No? They will demand, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. And it's nonsense. Yeah, so it's all, they are trying to quarterize the game of football. Exactly. Quarterize the game of football and turn it into a financial, the Americans are. Okay. If right, the Americans, right, could, the substitution coming out, right? If they could put in a 30-second commercial or 1-minute commercial for substitutions, they would do it. Yeah, they will monetize everything in the thing. They put the board up, right? They'll have like Coca-Cola underneath the board because they can monetize it. I guarantee you. Yeah. Just wait for it. It's interesting. Sarawak strongly dislike the measure. I thought they played some of the best football so far this tournament. That's another thing. No, Dwight Howard. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. I think this South Korean team is exceptionally good. Their flowing football is a sight to behold. It's a sight to behold. When they attack, they swarm. The question is whether they can last that long. They were very, very good. I liked what I saw. Brazil is not samba anymore because, like Brazil, right? They've gone through their phases. They go through their samba, go back to... we don't know which version of Brazil is coming. But I guarantee you when Neymar starts playing, they go samba again. The team that impressed me the most, I agree, is also USA. I thought the US is very impressive. But you have to remember that coach has been drilling that USA team for more than a year. Yeah. That coach has been there for a while drilling that team. And Pulisic has been waiting for the World Cup. He has been waiting for the World Cup. This is Pulisic's crowning moment. And I'm telling you, there's so much to play for this. And Tillman was absolutely brilliant in that game. Yeah. So we watch okay, looking at the other games, right? So I'm not really interested in tomorrow. Tomorrow is like, who cares? Australia, Jordan walk over. Jordan probably won't show up. Australia will win 3 points. Then Argentina, Algeria. This is a very tough game. It's not easy, It's very deceptive, this game. It's going to be a narrow result. Maybe even a draw. Okay. France, Senegal, another very funky game. Because the Senegalese are going to be ready for the temperature. The French, I'm not so sure. But the Senegalese had a lot of problems clearing customs and immigration. So, the teams that went to America were made to sit outside. Like the Senegal team, right? You know how they clear immigration? Literally, right? As they came off the aircraft, they put the chairs down and they made them sit down there. Like, hey, who are you to come into my country? That kind of thing, no? For the Senegalese team. Did you see how they greeted the Mexicans greeted the footballers from other countries like they play sombrero, all the Mexican music, the women dancing, colorful clothes. The Senegalese came off the aircraft, it's like ICE is waiting for them. Hey, you want to check your passport? Strip search. Ding, 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 ding. Check every orifice. They're checking every single orifice. What the hell? Kept them at the airport in the hot sun. They didn't even put them under the shade of the wing of the aeroplane. So it's quite funny. So Senegal, I don't know. This one, wait to see. Isak is not, he's going to blow. Isak is going to come very strong in this World Cup. Portugal, Congo. This game, guys, don't miss it. Do not miss this game. If I were you, right, a lot of these African sides are really teams that you want to give a bit of attention to this World Cup. This World Cup is going to be the group stages, a lot of outsiders to watch. England, Croatia, I'm not watching. Ghana, Panama, I'm not watching. Uzbekistan, Colombia. Uzbekistan is a good team. Anybody who comes to me and tells me Uzbekistan is hopeless doesn't know who's playing for the Uzbeki team. Uzbekistan have got some very good players. The question is whether they can all gel together. They got some pedigree players in their team. They are playing for top sides in Europe. Okay. Colombia, on the other hand, Colombia has always failed to impress at the World Cup, right? They always got some flashy one player, but not the whole squad. Then of course, we will net the rest of the other games. But for me, right, after the first round of matches, my favorite teams right now to watch are USA at the top. Second team I loved watching was South Korea. Third team I enjoyed watching was Japan. So you see where it's coming from. Okay, these were the three teams that I was what. And Sweden, of course, about that. Sweden played really well. Question is whether he can keep it up because they beat Tunisia by a hefty margin. And the first half, right, was pretty even, in my opinion, right? They were playing, Sweden was good. Tunisia wasn't that bad, okay? The only thing is towards the end of I don't know what happened in the second half, but apparently Tunisia turned off. They turned off. Yeah, players in Europe are not used to anymore play on the sun most of the matches. Players in Europe are going to suffer. I've already been saying this since day one. Okay, any European team that goes to America to play World Cup, your chances you got 30% discount. Okay, I'm giving you. I'm not factoring Europe to win this World Cup. They're not going to do it, lah. Yeah, too hard. Anyway, coming back. This is our story here. Okay, so this is the save I've been playing called the Nottingham Forest Challenge. So essentially, in this save, I have no power. Okay, I cannot sign anybody. I cannot transfer anybody to my club, right? So I have absolutely no power. However, there are three other managers in this save: Tiki Press, Spurs Fan, and of course, God Spurs. They all manage their own teams. Liverpool is managed by Tiki Press. Spurs is being managed by Spurs Fan, and of course, Brighton is being managed by God Spurs. Now they can bring in players, except the signing is done by the DUF. The caveat for this is, okay, there's a conditions for me. I have to holiday for 10 games. That means the AI has to play my games. That allows the human managers to do the transfers. I cannot do any transfers. Okay, that's the first caveat, which is okay. I can handle that, and I cannot do training. I cannot transfer. I cannot do anything. I just play matches. This is the other thing. If I catch any of the human managers, come the next transfer window, they cannot do any transfers. So I've already caught one manager. Brighton is behind me. And in front of me, 1 point ahead of me is Spurs. And just a bit further, 5 points ahead of me is Liverpool. Remember, I have to work with the team that has been given to me. I cannot change players. I cannot sign players. I can't even talk to them to make when they're unhappy. Meanwhile, Cheche with just too long throw-ins. Yeah. Korea will be okay lah. They will. I'm hoping Korea will be okay, because I want Korea to play well. I want Korea to do well. 28. We got a game, training, and then my next game is when Premier League is the third. Okay, I'll go on holiday. I would apologize again for not being able to stream the last couple of days. Plenty to do at home. Tomorrow is a holiday, right? So I can stream today. The kids, I just basically kick the boys to bed. I say, go and sleep. Teddy has to say hello to some of his friends. Hasn't seen them in a while. Or rather, I haven't heard from you guys in a while, man. Hey, Intanin, welcome. So let's go back to this World Cup thing. Okay, but check this out, right? The top 2 goal scorers, Florian Balogun. Florian Balogun, not bad. It's 2 goals, right? Very good. But look at that. The goals are, so far, Elijah Just from New Zealand, who's been quite good, Kai Havertz. And if you look at the groups, right? Look at this. Mexico, South Korea, Czechia, South Africa, but thanks for coming to the World Cup. Switzerland, Canada, Qatar, Bosnia also give open group, right? Anybody can go through because it's almost identical. Everything is identical. Scotland, Morocco, Brazil. I mean, this is the moment Scotland should take some pride. Take a picture and then save it. For the rest of posterity, just they have to remind themselves there was a World Cup. We were ahead of the Brazilians. This is it, and this is the only World Cup they'll do it in. It's a shame you don't what? Don't what? Don't D. What's D? I still dislike South Korea since the World Cup and what they did to Spain. South Korea deserved that in Spain and Italy. They outplayed them. I like South Korea. Engine room. Spain and Italy, the last World Cup, that one was they lost in Japan, South Korea. Like I said, teams think they can, fans think they can win the World Cup anywhere, but you cannot discount culture of where they're playing, the atmosphere and all that. USA, the home ground, I'm telling you, this dark horse, for me, dark horse, semi-finalists. They could be in the semi-finals. So here, Brazil, all 3 should go through, because Haiti is the punching bag. It's a shame you don't replicate that. You say, no, I can't replicate. I cannot watch enough of the World Cup. Yeah. And the thing is, right, even if I wanted to replicate, right, the match engine isn't that good at doing it, in my opinion. Germany, somehow I have to have the whole game in front of me. Yeah. This year I can't. I can't even. The bloody games are so difficult to get now. You earn more than 20 million in your career as a manager. Wow, the notification just came. USA, Australia, Turkey. Again, Australia got the 3 points they needed, right? So all they need is a point now. But this group, right, Turkey, Paraguay, I'll tell you, another team is going to pick up 3 points in this group. Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador and Curacao, right? Both can go home. Yeah. Sweden, Japan, this group open. Very open. Because Tunisia can still spring a surprise or two, in my opinion. I think they can. I'm hoping they do because I'll be disappointed if they don't. Japan and Netherlands drew because the Dutch don't know how to find the back of the net. So they're in trouble. Don't expect the Dutch to go deep. But once the knockout starts, if they can make it to the knockouts, the Dutch will be difficult to beat because they're solid defense. They're solid defensively sometimes. New Zealand, Iran, Belgium, Egypt. In which universe does anybody expect New Zealand to be top of World Cup table? Nobody, right? New Zealand, Iran, Belgium, open group. This is the best result. I think right now, right, is the best result for any one of these four teams. Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Spain, another group with all draws at the start. This is great. And most of the other groups haven't played yet, right? Yeah. I'm waiting. We're all waiting. And now, coming back to the moment of truth. Nottingham Forest travel to Aston Villa. Arsenal play Leicester. Brighton play Man City. Coventry play Sunderland. Liverpool play Spurs. United play Chelsea. Oh my God, this is going to be epic. This is epic. I don't know if there's the Premier League or no. Yeah, it's the Premier League. Okay. So we are, oh no, he's injured. We lost the defender, man. Leone comes in. Okay. Do we have another defender that we can call on? Watanabe. Watanabe is here already. Looks like. Let's see if we got anybody in under 21 squad. There's a defender that can possibly walk into this team. I don't think so. Nope. Kavanaugh, maybe. 19 years old. We're over for loan. Don't come and look at me. That's the only thing I can do. Kick them out on loan. Because if I don't play them, I have to put them on loan. Or at least tell them this is what I do in the game. Okay, so the only player here that could possibly we can include him. I don't know. Can we put him here? I wish they would allow me to do that now. Kavanaugh. Maybe here. Oh, cannot do this like that. Pick. Okay, I guess that's the button I pick. Okay, all right. So now I learned something new. Use that button. Dean Anderson is injured. Oh my goodness, my goalkeeper's also injured. So our goalkeepers, we got Barkas. Hey. Ayo. This is not looking good, no. We got Barkas only here. Okay, Barkas. Then I gotta make sure Dean Anderson, and then Anderson is here. Can I come in here? Cannot do it from here, so. So we uncheck here. Yeah. Okay. Go back to goalkeepers. And pick. Injured for 3 months. Injured for 3 to 6 weeks. Oh my God. What the hell? Hendrik, you're a goalkeeper. Colgan. Okay, I tell you what. We got to promote somebody, Even this guy is injured, I didn't even register him because I thought I got 3 goalkeepers, right? Who wants to register this guy? I didn't even bother registering him. So we got to play this guy on the bench. It's not good, huh? It's like the game is doing its best, no? It's doing its best to help, to prevent me from catching you guys. My third choice goalkeeper is to step up. We'll do okay lah. McTominay, Casado, Yare, Konsa. This is a good team. How many first choice? I had 3. Yeah. They signed 3, man. But 2 of them not injured. But you never know, right? They might actually go out there and sign a few more, considering the fact that we got some injuries. Pressing wing back, inverted fullback. Never mind, we'll just watch. Nico Williams. Nico Williams, not Nicola. Okay, Bischoff, Williams, Barreiro. Nice work. Over the top, Stavo tried to get there. Ndoye feeds Williams. He's brought down in the area, man. He's brought down in the area. That was quick. Penalty review. Diving. Penalty awarded. Inside the first few minutes of the game, we've already won a penalty. Here comes Mr. Williams, wearing the number 3. Steps up, shoots, and fails to find the back of the net. The person who got brought down should never take the penalty. They should say that, no? Give me the option. I don't get involved in the penalty decisions. I leave it up to the players. I like to be that kind of manager. Hey, look, you guys are all capable human beings. Decide amongst yourselves who's going to take the penalty. That'll be what I'll do as well. Because at least if they miss, I can only blame them, not me. Yeah, baby. Now, Williams, we're going to have to berate the team. Wake him up a bit. Disappointed that he's didn't find the back of the net with the penalty, man. We should have gone ahead. Leone is looking a bit shaky. Williams is picking himself up, still hovering between 6.2 and 6.3. I normally look at numbers. That's it. Because normally I play with commentary mode on. Now the diving on the green ocean. Yeah. Polluted waters of Aston Villa. 6.2 again. All right. There we go. Oh. Nice defending. We couldn't. Our much wanted counter attacks. Nice. Again, this is why we are great at the counter. The counter is where we are the most dangerous. Clear. We are absolutely devastating at the counter. Because our tactic has been set up for the counter. My counter attacks are where I score most of my goals. Here comes Harvey Elliott with the free kick. Goes deep. And yeah, it's nowhere near being got a match speed between highlights. Going to jack this out so we don't spend too much time on the in-between match highlight mode. Oh, what a ball! From goalkeeper, it jumped TT to the wood. Hey, he went wide. He went wide. Okay, corner. Yes, this is from the training ground. It comes, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely have trained. I mean, look, you know how good I am at getting my players to spend time on the training ground working on diving, right? It's been a thing on my stream for what, 5 seasons now? Stavo goes backwards because he can't go forwards. Canestrelli, Leone, yeah, is quite a smart player. He knows how to change the tempo of the game as a goal. Oh, Bischoff! Oh, woodwork! He's going to try again. No, Barrio, Williams, Bischoff. They are camping. There's the woodwork. Nottingham Forest have tested the woodwork a few times in this last few matches. Madueke. What do you think of Madueke for England? Good enough? Williams. Oh, great ball to Ndoye. Gets inside the space. Comes inside. Oh, Bischoff shoots. Isn't that a deflection? Konsa. Good. Oh, under pressure from Nathaniel Brown, who's going to be leaving the club. He's leaving the club. Half time. Never mind. Aston Villa, the favourites for this game. And we are the outsiders. Yeah. But we are the ones creating most of the problems. Because every time Aston Villa attack, we counter attack, we create a goal scoring opportunity. Because you all know the tactic, right? The tactic is quite straightforward. This is my combined tactic, right? Out of possession, this is what I look like. Okay. In possession, I look like this. My in possession is more defensive looking than my out of possession tactic. That's why my counter attacks are so devastating. Leone, Barrio. Oh! Okay. At this point in time, I'm thinking of working ball down the line already, but that will be very risky. Because that will pull me up high up the pitch and expose my back line. I'd rather them do this so they shoot from range. So they have to come and try and shoot from range, and then after that, once they are committed, that's when I counter. Nico Williams, Ndoye can't get away. Yeah. Open play a bit more harder for us. So Leone is not doing too badly. Oh, good stop from Barkas. Barkas is gonna be in there for the next at least 2 or 3 more games. You're gonna have to rely on him. Nice ball to Williams. Good switch of play. Nice. Barrio comes inside. Chermiti. Oi! What a... It's offside. Okay, all right. We're going to try something. Okay, we're not going to change much here except for here. Okay, we're going to go and play the ball into space. And then for the next few minutes, right, I want to go all the way to the byline. It's a risky thing to do, especially since I'm counter-attacking. This is very risky. Do you think money balling in real life football destroys the samba and play? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Because they probably find somebody for that to play that kind of style of football that they want for the price, for the right price that way. Otherwise, they'll be guessing them. So money balling is just about looking at a player, looking at the statistics of that player, and to see whether he's value for money. That's all. So it's fine. Again. Okay, we're still gonna play on cautious because we're the underdog. We don't wanna be too high up the pitch, huh? Okay. Underdog now. Goalkeeper. Don't kick the ball. Uh-oh. Here comes Rogers. Aston Villa corner. Come on, boys. We've got enough strong men in the air. This had no business going in. We had a player at the post. He hits the woodwork and then bounces off the ass of a player to go into the back net. Deflected into the goal. And he give it. It's credited to Morgan Rogers, no? Yeah. Crazy. Maybe good work. The low cross is not good for me. Work ball into box. Low cross. He's gonna go all the way now. Cut back. Find Barrio. Oh, Nico Williams with this like the World Cup goal, huh? The goals we seen in the World Cup from outside the area, the guy low drive. Look at where Nico Williams ended up. Oh my lord. He's our wing back. Gets the ball and then smashed it home. Yeah, they'll play without a spark. But it's like I said, it's still early days. Most teams are not going to show their cards so early. Yeah, they won't show teams. They'll just get the result that they need to go through the next round. Because too early for them to think about making it difficult. The only team that is playing to like a certain game plan, right, I see is South Korea and the Americans. Fucking hell, Morgan Rogers. What a goal from Morgan Rogers. Oh my God. There's nothing we can do. They need moments of magic like this to score. And they did just that. This is a great goal. He could shift this to the right foot, finds some space for himself, and then beats Barkas. There's nothing I can do. That was a great goal. Okay, we're gonna bring Gallo on. I hope he's available. Gallo. We have a player who is good at smashing it from outside the area. But we got no more wingers. I got no more fresh legs to bring on up top. Okay, we go up to attacking. Nothing to lose in the last couple of minutes. And we definitely don't want the low cross and the other one. What's the other one? Now they will be defensive. So no point doing that. And then this balance. We saw last few games of Brazil. Yeah, I think when it's the World Cup, the more interesting part is the youth cup, right? How come the ball never goes out? The ball never goes out. The ball never goes out. Ah, man. Can we get a goal? We can't. 2-1, we lost. Not the result I wanted. More importantly, what are the other results? What are the other results? This is important for Spurs fan and for God Spurs and Tiki Press. I want to catch them. Could they have just moved away? AJ Matthews injured. That's one of my players. Okay, let's look at the table. The results. Okay. Arsenal, Leicester, Aston Villa. Okay, we know that one. Brighton lost to Man City. Good news for us. We also lost, so Brighton's still behind us. Coventry plays Sunderland. Liverpool beat Spurs. Spurs, you're still 1 point in front of me. So Liverpool have moved ahead. Aha! Good result for me. Because status quo unchanged. Between Brighton, that means I can still catch 2 of the teams. Right? So if we look at the table right now, okay, you look at the table right now, I'm still 1 point behind Spurs and 3 points ahead of Brighton. Remember, if I get to the transfer window, which is going to count as the 31st of December, 31st of December is the cut-off date. And once the January transfer window ends, right? It's already February the 1st, I think, or February the 2nd is the close of the transfer window, right? That's when I come back. Yeah. So those are the 2 dates. The first date affects the first transfer window. The second date affects the second transfer window. So it makes things a lot more interesting. So I can now impact the other teams. I can catch them. So inspirational. Of course, I don't think it's easy. So like World Cup, these groups are. I see what got other stats. No? They got other stats. Okay. Stat leaders. Okay, let's see what they got. Jazz Baluga, Kai Havertz scoring 2 goals. Yasin Ayari. This guy, Yasin Ayari is half Tunisian, half Moroccan. So I think it was after he scored the first goal, he was very apologetic. Second goal, he wanted to celebrate already. Somerville, of course, Netherlands. Then they got Kamada, Musiala, John McGinn. Okay. Well, wait, Erling Haaland hasn't started scoring goals yet, right? Assist, Alexander Isak. He's had a great World Cup, so he's having a good World Cup. Grigori got 2 red cards, right? Or 3. I didn't know. I thought there were 2. Oh my God. 2 guys got sent off. This Mexico-South Africa game was looks like a bloodbath to me. I hope this does not happen to the American team. Because if Pulisic gets injured, it's bad news for America. Because America needs Pulisic in that team. Pulisic was the one, Pulisic and Tillman were the ones that are the creative cogs of the American team. Absolutely vital to the way they build up play. Pulisic is somehow or another, I don't know if it's just because they're playing against Paraguay, but the American team has been drilled and they are ready for the World Cup. They will not want to lose in front of their home fans. Unless one of the matches happens in Mexico. Then the Mexican authorities could put the USA team at the tarmac and put them through immigration and customs control. Americans come in, straight sit under the sun. Okay, why are you visiting Mexico? I'm playing in the World Cup. How long have you been playing football for the US team? Those are ridiculous questions. Oh, man. I don't know if it's one thing or the other. Like if I go YouTube, right? Let's see. I can't watch other shows, right? YouTube. Trump and the World Cup. See whether anybody does that. See, the World Cup picks in the trial. The World Cup is kicked off with, let's see, I want to see. Channel 4 News.
They've sucked.
I mean, like,
the joy out of the World Cup.
Everything's like happening as we feared. FIFA, their whole ethos, the remit is to make as much money as possible.
There. if you look at anybody who's talking at the World Cup, right? The word is that, no. They just want to make as much money as possible. Yeah. That's it. It just goes to show you what people are thinking. I don't know to show, but I watch a lot of these videos right now to find out. Of course, you gotta like use your common sense. Sometimes some of these videos are just AI generated videos. Can be very careful with these videos. You cannot form like you can't like, for example, there was this guy who did this video, right, and claimed that the USA Paraguay game had 100,000 tickets that were not sold yet. That was a major exaggeration. So I was doing things with myself. The stadium doesn't sit 100,000 players. Nottingham Forest and Sheffield United. So we're going to go attacking because I'm playing at home. First rule of thumb, when I'm at home, I play attacking. I don't care who you are, we are attacking you. Okay, Starboard, drill that, and then we got ourselves a bit of a thing. Am I using? Yeah, I'm still using my. I realize we don't have a box-to-box rule as center. Box to box. Go out. Your ECM position, no. They want to lock it down. Don't have. Because it was an exploit role last year. They were not going to do that again. Last year we were exploiting it. Yeah, I showed you how to exploit it. Remember? Not a box to box. We had a role-playing playmaker doing that last year. So SI will not let that happen because they know it can be exploited. Most likely. Because of the way the game works right now, if you had an MC that can do that right now, right? You are golden, no? Because your attacking and defensive transitions will be unstoppable. Like, look at me right now. Our position, I'm here. If this was truly box to box, like get box to box, right? That's why I'm playing box to box midfielders in possession. So they end up here and here, yo-yo. But when they defend high up the pitch here instead of defending here. So you can, to an extent, get what you want, but you have to use this combination. Then you get your box to box midfielder, but not in the center. Because you can't get that in the center. That's only downside. What about our counter-attack? The leg. Oh, man, we should have scored. You can't get in the center because if you get in the center, it's an exploit. Yeah. Then you will have one role that can do the work of three players, which was what was happening yesterday, last year. Yeah, the only thing is, as I have to learn how to handle the exploit, but I don't think they have, and they won't address it so soon. Yeah. To me, it's an exploit. You can't. The match engine cannot handle it. I mean, the very moment you can play one player as three roles, that's it. Game over. The AI is not going to do it. Leone now finds Williams. We're looking for options. Again, no. We are all over Sheffield United. We have to win this game. Under a lot of pressure, Sheffield United. Oh my God. Forest are pummeling Sheffield United for all they're worth. Again, block. Sheffield United have set themselves up very deep. Crossing again. I might have to bring Peter on, Petrowski, because he's got this ability to shoot from outside the area. My only worry is that there's the only goals he's going to try and score. Okay, we're going to do the whole balance right now. So go back to low. No pass into space. There's no space. They are sitting so deep. The only space you have is behind the goalpost. They are so deep. Out of the box, they're playing a 4-2. Come on, Luca Pire. Remember, we can score from counters. We've done that so many times. Shit. Whoa. And this goalkeeper has never been tested by us. He's doing the work. While our two regular goalkeepers are injured. Hey, went the wrong way. Good. Leone. See how deep they are? They're not even coming up. The moment they lost the ball, they all track back because they got ultra low defensive line. Again! Woodwork again. Oh my goodness. We keep ramming the woodwork, man. Again, Barrio. He's getting frustrated. All right, I'm going to play shorter passing. Put a positive. Positive will be shorter passing. Won't be so direct. We might get higher up the pitch. Nice pass. Stavo. Shermiti. Woodwork again. Holy cow, that's the amount of times we cracked the woodwork, man. That's 2 times in this match where we tested the woodwork. Bischoff. Oh, no legs already. Uh-oh, here comes Campbell. Our team is not tracking back slowly. Oh no, look up Pires is. That was almost a goal on the counter from them, but they still got danger. Okay, this is where we have been known to score some brilliant goals. No, game over. Into the area, setting it up. Bischoff again, the defenders. Okay, we're gonna have to bring old man Peter on. Peter. Petrosky for Bischoff. Okay. All right, this is who is coming on. That's the first change. Because this guy has got a boot. No, Stavo is offside. He's offside. He's off. You're already standing offside. Yeah. So far offside. Yep. Luca Pire. Defenders get to it. Endoye. Leone to Canestrelli. Danso. Petrosky. Nice ball. And the goal has finally come. Peter unlocked the team. Petrosky with the pass. The manager put him on the pitch. Gave him some instructions. He said, yep, what a pass to Nathaniel Brown, who comes inside, steadied himself, and then slipped the ball past the keeper. Nottingham Forest are now leading. Now they will come out, right? So what we'll do is we'll remove this. And now we go pass into space. And we don't play positive, we play attacking. Because this way, now our passes will be more direct, and I'm expecting it to come out. So if they come out looking for the equalizer, they'll be leaving space behind. And that's why I'm playing like this. So low crosses, 1.2 balls, they're just going to go to the line, cut back. I just want them to go straight for goal. If an opportunity presents itself. All right, let's see if we can make any changes for the well-being of our team. We'll bring Mr. Gallo. And then we'll take off Endoy and bring on a youngster. Fujita for Barrio. A few changes to most of my players not spring chickens anymore. We got to take care of them. But these substitutions could be enough. Yeah. Stavo, Gallo, Fujita. That means we got a rock solid midfield now. We should be fine. Yep, we got the win we needed. Nottingham Forest edging out Sheffield United, who came here to defend. They set the stall up to defend. But we got the all-important win. Now the pressure is on Brighton and Spurs. The question is, did Brighton and Spurs get the win they needed? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Spurs got the win, I suspect. Going to the results, Aston Villa beat Brentford, Chelsea beat Newcastle, Crystal Palace lost to Liverpool. So Liverpool are still ahead, I think 8 points now. Arsenal beat Everton. United beat Leicester City by 5 goals to 1. City beat Bournemouth by 5 goals to 2. Spurs beat Coventry 2-0. Sunderland drew and Wolves beat Brighton. So we are still ahead of Brighton. But right now, it's a three. It's a party of three, man. Spurs, Nottingham Forest, and Brighton. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 7 more games. Because the game that it will be the decider for whether or not Spurs and Brighton and Liverpool keep their power during the transfer window, I'll share with you the date. The date when I will hand over the save to our boys. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My last game will be against Crystal Palace. So there's 7 more games left. So, Brighton is there. Newcastle, Liverpool, Manchester. So I've got some big games coming up. Brentford, Manchester United, Liverpool, Newcastle, Brighton, Man City, and Crystal Palace. So what they have to hope for, Brighton has to hope for, is that Manchester United and Liverpool can beat me, which is very likely because they have always been strong and they've beaten me a few times. Yeah. My management may not take that very well. If I lose United, I could be also out of a job. So I think with the money they spend on my team, it could be possible that this is the season. Hey, we haven't checked the board expectations, right? Oh no. Somebody tells me I'm in trouble if I don't check. We should check. I've been an idiot. I didn't check. Board expectations. Club. Vision. Actionable objectives. Work within, grow. Maximum 1 year, minimum 1 year, maximum 2 years. Spend. Okay, that's it. So far, nothing else. Finish in the mid-table in the Premier League. Okay. All right. That's all. Hey, our standard is not very high. Finish mid-table. Okay. Oh my God. Canestrelli is also out now. I have lost 2 defenders. I don't do training, right? I'm not allowed to do training. Okay. So I cannot set up the training schedule. So like, normally I go to a training, right? And you come to, I haven't even done training. So I don't even know where the training page is anymore. So you got a training overview, right? Training intensity I haven't touched, right? Oh no. What is it double? Oh, the only thing I did was double intensity, right? So I should actually leave it. So default is normal, right? Isn't default normal? Right. Default is normal, right? Not double intensity. Yeah, I don't think default is double intensity. Gallo asked to discuss personal matters. I don't talk to the players also. Okay. Canestrelli injury blow. He's out for 6 weeks. That means that I don't have Canestrelli, my number 1 defender for the run in. Yeah. In fact, I lost 2 defenders. When I lose defenders like that, I have to start thinking about options already. Tactical options. So go on holiday. Next match. We'll worry about the options when we get to the game. So World Cup, guys. So tell me more about the World Cup for you guys. How do you find the World Cup? How we found the World Cup like which team has sparked your imagination tactically, or which players are you tracking? Who do you want to see win the World Cup and why? Because I want to see a South American team win. Okay, that's it. I want to see honestly the US do well. I don't want to see a European team in it. I don't know why. I don't know. I think the pressure is on European sides to do well, but I don't think they will handle the weather very well. Because right now the World Cup, like say, okay. World Cup 2026 Odds favorite. So let's think odds favorites, right? Who are the favorites, right? So the teams that are reckoned are France and Spain, odds on favorites to World Cup. I don't think France is going to do it. I definitely don't think Spain are going to do it. I don't think England are doing it. I don't think Portugal are doing it. Argentina and Brazil are my choices. But wow, that's terrible. No, USA today. Why? Continue the side now. Okay, odds. These are odds, right? World Cup odds to win. France, Spain, England, Portugal, Argentina, Brazil, Germany, Holland, United States. See, United States, right now, right? The odds are quite good, no? Oh. I mean, I'm looking at the US to potentially go quite far. My pick for the final is actually Brazil USA. I suspect it'll be a Brazil USA final. I don't think any of these teams stands a chance of winning it. Yeah, the water breaks have been terrible. I hate the water breaks. You want to see England winning just for the content after that? What content? All the YouTube content creators, is it? No, man. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, Norway, odds are right because Erling Haaland is the team. You can look at Colombia. Colombia are not a team. No. Portugal is very good. I know Portugal is good. Portugal is a very good team this year, but not in this weather. I don't think they'll survive. I don't think Portugal will handle the weather very well. For me, I think the favorites are going to be the ones that are most acclimatized to the weather. For me, it's Brazil and USA. These are my odds-on favorites. The fact is, Mexico, they place them so high up. I mean, if I'm looking at the World Cup winners, it's going to come from one of these teams, up from Mexico. No, it's not Morocco. Morocco, wow. Hey, but let's not forget, Morocco did it on one World Cup, right? They went so deep in the World Cup. People had to ask genuine questions whether they could win it. No? What's that? They went to the quarterfinals, right? And then I think one African side made it to the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. There's one World Cup where an African side made it to the semis as well. So when people discount African sides, I take a bit seriously? World Cup is the time for knockout tournaments. Knockout tournaments always the time for this kind of Cinderella stories. Which is why I never not a big fan of picking teams like England, Germany. And I think this World Cup has thrown in a bit of a surprising twist with the number of with the number of groups, right? And the way the knockouts have been structured. See, there's a possibility, Okay. World Cup 2026 knockout predictor. Wait, this is the bracket, right? So okay. All right, so this one, okay, so you can do it. World Cup, create a bracket. So no need to predict all 12 groups. Okay. So create a bracket. Save and complete in groups. Find tributes view my brackets. Don't want. I don't want to do it like that. It's a game for streamers. Yeah, I probably won't do it. Okay. World Cup knockout predictor. Yeah, simulate. I know other countries will have it. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, play ESPN's Group Stage Challenge. Okay, so Group Stage Challenge, right? Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's do the Group Stage Challenge, huh? Okay. All right. Okay, you can pick whatever. Okay, just give me straight to the thing. Why do I have to agree? Shit. So long, So I got all the conditions and the rules first. I just want to play, lah. Don't tell me I have to register again. So order your teams. What the They must have started already and I cannot take part. Hey, go all the way to the bottom. How to play. Cannot. Oh, shit. Okay. Everyone died of quick death. Okay. World Cup Simulator. Great. World Cup Simulator created by footballmd.com. World Cup Simulator is still running. Okay, let's go. Right. Football Simulator. Data. Or data driven. Except, okay. All right. Okay, so is there a way for me to clear various okay. Log in. Oh man, you gotta log in. Shit. This is another one. Football. Somebody created this so that people can come in. Play now. Okay. That's you can't enter position, but come at the end of the group stage. Annoying. I used to do this. I wonder what happened to the wall charts. No? The ones that you can go through and do it while it's happening. We see a group stage first. Forget it. It got to take me too long. Australia to make it top 8? Don't think so. Many years, last World Cup also they're saying the same thing about Australia. Don't think so. I don't see Australia doing it. Danso to come in the middle. Leonie's got some jumping reach. 15. Danso is 17. That's why he's playing the center. I cannot expect Leonie to be in the center. He's too young. Morocco won the under 20 World Cup. Yeah, but that's the under 20 World Cup. Yeah. Japan's coach instructions. All samurai instructions. Go there and try the cuppredictor.com. Cuppredictor.com. Okay. Rank all 4 teams first to first. Okay, so I look at this group, right? That's my group. Mexico, South Korea. Correct. First, second. Then Czechia third, this one fourth. Canada, Switzerland, 1, 2, 3, 4. Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, Haiti. Morocco, Brazil, Scotland. USA, Australia, Turkey, USA, Australia, Turkey. And then Paraguay. This one fourth. Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast. Okay. Germany, two. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, Tunisia. Belgium, Iran, Egypt, New Zealand. This will be a very interesting group. Egypt, Belgium, New Zealand. Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Cabo Verde. Uruguay, no, wait. Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. No. Cabo Verde, then Saudi Arabia. France, Senegal, Norway, Iraq. Okay, this one is going to be Norway, France, Senegal, Iraq. Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan. Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan. Oh shit, same thing. England, Croatia, Panama. Oh, this group. Ghana, England, Croatia, Panama. Surprise. Let's assume, okay. Progress 11 to 12 groups. So this one. Okay. All right. 12 or 12 groups. Okay. Continue the knockout stage. Okay. Let's see if that happens, right? Who qualifies? So if that were the case, Colombia play England in this one. Round 32, South Africa play Canada. Select eight third place best teams. Okay. Who are the ones that are likely to be the best third place teams? Group A, Czechia, New Zealand. This one, Cabo Verde, Senegal, Turkey, Netherlands, and Ecuador. Hey, no. Uzbekistan. Okay, all right. Okay, South Korea might play Canada. South Korea play Canada. South Korea will play Canada. South Korea to win this. Okay. Then, knockout stage. The tournament is that is one only and one count. Okay, select. Select 8 best place teams. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Croatia, Scotland. Yeah. All right. Shuffle knockout stage. Okay. All right. South Korea play Canada. Germany play Turkey. Germany beat Turkey. Sweden play Brazil. Sweden beat Brazil. Morocco beat Japan. No lah. Brazil will beat Sweden. What this is, if Brazil plays Sweden, this could be an upset in the making. Morocco play Japan. Morocco to beat Japan. Norway to play Holland. Côte d'Ivoire over France. France to beat Côte d'Ivoire. Mexico over Scotland. Ghana over Uzbekistan. USA over Senegal. Egypt play Cabo Verde. Cabo Verde to beat Egypt. England play Colombia. England to beat Colombia. Spain to beat Austria. Austria to beat Spain. Switzerland over New Zealand. Switzerland over New Zealand. Argentina over Uruguay. Argentina to beat Uruguay. Portugal over Croatia. Australia versus Belgium. Belgium. That's possible, right? Possible, no? And then there's a round of 32. What happened to the USA, man? Some weird way, USA didn't feature. Oh, that USA. Okay. Germany play Norway. Norway to beat Germany. Canada play Brazil. Canada play Brazil. Brazil beat Canada. Morocco over France. France beat Morocco. Mexico over Ghana. Mexico win. England over Austria. England beat Austria. USA over Cabo Verde. USA. Argentina over Belgium. Switzerland over Portugal. Okay, then we could potentially have a quarterfinal between Brazil, Norway, England, USA. England, USA. USA. Okay, Norway over Brazil. Brazil to win this. France, because Sweden, why did Sweden get knocked out? Because there is a potential they play Brazil. Yeah. France over Mexico. France beat Mexico. Argentina over Portugal. Portugal to beat Argentina. The semi-finals could feature Brazil, USA, or France, Portugal. Brazil play USA in the semi-finals. So you got USA, Brazil, France, Portugal. Potential. Not bad. Quite fun predictor. Nottingham Forest are now playing Tottenham Hotspur. Oh my God. While I was doing that, we had this going on. The match of all matches, no. If I beat Spurs, that's it, no. Spurs are in trouble. The last time we played Spurs, it was epic, a 5-4. Muhammad Kudus! Archie Gray scored for Tottenham Hotspur! Norway's chances not very good. I mean, it depends on how well they top the group, but they, like I said, Norway can go quite deep. They'll probably go all the way to the quarterfinals this year. Yeah. Sweden and Norway got the potential to make it the last 16. Both teams are quite good. But I think Sweden, quarterfinals, Norway and Sweden, both potentially can go to the quarterfinals this year. 1-1. Forest have equalized. I tell you, on the counter, we are dangerous. You attack me, give me some space. That's it. We'll find the space. Bishop to Fuita. Fuita looked up. He saw the run of Stavo. Stavo comes inside. Because Chemtiti is not having a good season. So they recommended put him on the flanks. Chermiti, not Chemtiti. Oh, McAtee is back in the starting 11 because of Ndoye's poor form as well. But I don't like McAtee as much as I like Ndoye. Ndoye is a bit of aggression. Pedro Porro going deep. Header cleared. Destiny Udogi, Mason Mount. Oh, good ball. Fuita to Leone. This is where we are the most dangerous. Bischoff! Bischoff! Bischoff had to find a pass. I think if Bischoff is not playing well, he's going to come off with Piotrowski. He's not proving very good at the moment. Yeah, Bischoff is not playing well. We need him to have an A game. If he's not going to bring his A game, he's going to have to come off. Okay, we have berate the team first. We got 5 more minutes. Let's see the berate shot carry us into the second half. Oh, shot from Nathaniel Brown, forcing the keeper into a save. We're taking a corner. Williams back. Okay, this is it. Oh my God, a double save from the keeper. That was a double save from the keeper. As he kept Nottingham Forest out. Fuita, good work. McAtee looking for options. We can't. Drills it straight at the defender. This is our last few games are like that. End-to-end action. Hard attack. You cannot take your eyes off this game. Okay. All right. Who's not having a good game? I think this guy, Bischoff. Okay. We're going to talk to the team. We need more possession. Bischoff is not playing well. Looking fired up. Okay. We'll give it some more time. Yeah, we'll give it some more time. Gallo is going to come on as well. Okay. We're going to have to make a change. Okay. I'm going to put Chermiti in top. I'm going to put this guy here. That guy here. All right. At least he's going to charge them from the center. Then you're going to bring Barrio on and put him here. Okay. Bischoff is not playing well. We have to be firm, committed to the change. Otherwise, we'll never catch them. Nathaniel Brown. Again, he makes a mistake. Good work, Nathaniel Brown. Don't make a mistake again. Fujita. Oh, good work. He wins the ball back. McAtee looks up. Chermiti wins the corner. Fujita is playing well. Barrio is not playing well. Okay, good. That was a good change. Positive looking change there. Fujita. Back to Danso. To Watanabe. Oh, no. All right. Look. This guy is not playing well. We're going to bring Gallo on now. Immediately taking off Nathaniel Brown, who's looking like he's making more than one mistake. A few mistakes, right, Nathaniel Brown. We do not like mistakes in our team. Against the woodwork. Will the woodwork give us a goal? Will it give us a goal finally? That's how many games in a row. No, the last game we lost. Woodwork. We had so many woodworks. Good work here. Williams back to Leone. Chermiti. Nico Williams. Leone. Back to Danso. Comfortable possession. But this Barkas is not good at with his feet. That scares me every time I go back to the goalkeeper. Oh, Fujita. Be careful, Fujita. Fujita is putting his boot in. That's good to see. Nottingham Forest 1. Tottenham Hotspur 1. Udogi is having a nightmare today. As Barrio takes a shot and we get a corner. Williams gonna play it short. Gallo finds Nico Williams and Titi have scored. Chamiti has scored. It's Nottingham Forest 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. This could turn to be, we are pulling Spurs to us. Remember, Spurs are 1 point in front of me. Our goal is to catch these teams and deny them a transfer window. I mean, I want to deny them a transfer window. I'm just forcing the AI to make the transfer decisions. It's not over yet. We still have plenty to do. Chemiti, Fujita, good work. Stavo, oh no, why didn't you read the game? But Nico Williams will be very far up. This is a new signing that Spurs made. They brought in Seaman. Oh, he's given the ball away. McAtee was quick on the spot. What a switch from Fujita. Stavo, Barrio. Oh, he's offside. He must be offside because when he took the shot, he looked offside. He did look offside to me. It's not. It's given. It's 3-1. Nottingham Forest have now extended that lead by another goal. Oh, this is absolute. Our games have been fantastic this season. The Nottingham Forest and Tottenham Hotspur games have been phenomenal. Epic battles. All right, now what can we do? We're going to bring Petrosky on for Fujita and then Dance on for Stavo to see out the game. Jayden Dance, who joined us from Liverpool, has been injured for the better part of this season. We're going to give him about 5 minutes to warm up. Get some sweat in. Oh, McAtee has been brilliant today. Chamiti. Oh my God, the woodwork again? The woodwork is not being kind to us. Here comes Barrio. Oh, Dominguez had to pull him to slow him down. Nico Williams. This Nottingham Forest team is playing beautiful football. Seaman. And here comes Greaves. He looks for options. He has to go long. That's a terrible, terrible attacking plan from Tottenham Hotspur. They've run out of ideas, man. Watanabe switches to Gallo. Gallo takes the players on, trying to impress the manager. He's been trying to get a place in the starting 11, but he hasn't been able to. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings this match to a conclusion as Nottingham Forest have convincingly beaten Tottenham Hotspur, which is bad news from Tottenham Hotspur. This is terrible news because it means something has changed on the table. Spurs fan, are you here? Or are you asleep? So most likely asleep. Fujita was playing very, very well. That game, he completely took over midfield. So Brighton are in trouble. Brighton lost. Spurs lost. Liverpool won. So now I am now 2 points ahead of Spurs, who have played one more game than me, and Brighton as well. So we got 6 points clear of Brighton and Spurs. And now the next team in our sights is Liverpool. We are 8 points behind Liverpool. 8 points behind Liverpool. Remember, if I catch any of these teams, they lose. The AI has to do their transfers for them. So if the AI decides to sell half their team, they're in trouble. No? Because AI has been given complete power during the transfer window. Yeah, the DOF. Because I will go in myself and set it up and say, DOF is now in charge of transfers. You cannot be in charge of transfers. Yeah, the DOF will be in charge of transfers during the entire window. And if I catch Liverpool, means right, I carry on the save. That means I set the thing. The save doesn't have to go to them. Oh, it's terrible. If I can catch Liverpool, 8 points. If I catch Liverpool, we go top of the table. We are going top of the table. We have lost 4 games this season, but we have not drawn a single game. I follow the Alex Ferguson philosophy. You either win or lose. You never draw. Yep. Draws are terrible. If you want to be a title chasing side, right, you cannot settle for draws. You either go for wins or you lose. I mean, better you go for wins all the time. Okay, you don't win titles by keeping securing a point. Playing for the point is a strategy for teams who are fighting against a draw. When you are playing those kind of games where you are underdog, right, and you think you're going to get relegated, that's when you fight for the point, because every point matters. Because that's why I normally play. So I'm very conservative, right? When I'm a relegation team, right? August, September, October, November, I'm very conservative. I want to collect about 19 points first. I try to collect about 19 points before December. Once December hits, I go aggressive because I already got 20 points in the bag or somewhere around there. Then I know that I only need 20 more to secure survival. So I become more aggressive after that because you can afford to be. If you wanted to create a tactic that prioritized possession above everything else, what tactics, instruction, rules would you use? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, if I wanted to prioritize possession, the most important instruction in the game will be your hold shape, right? So hold shape is, okay, counter pressing is about winning back the ball after you lost it. It helps with possession, no doubt about it. However, if you look at the other thing, right, the problem with that as a concept is that you frequently just attack for the sake of attacking. Because you win the ball back, then you attack them, right? So if it fails, then that whole period of time doesn't amount to much. So hold shape is actually an instruction that is about keeping the ball and looking for better, good goal scoring opportunities. So hold shape becomes critical towards any kind of a system that wants to prioritize possession. Then the other thing that is important, right, apart from hold shape, in terms of team instructions, is not to play on mentalities like attacking or cautious. Because both these mentalities tend to play with higher risk. Passes tend to be a bit longer. And you can go, like you just saw my match. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Only two mentalities do that, cautious and attacking. So if you wanted to have a game where you careen from one end to the pitch and you want to be entertained, right? You're picking attacking or you're picking cautious. Which one do you use? Cautious away from home, attacking at home. Very simple. Can't go wrong with that. But when it comes to possession-centric tactics, you're looking at balance or positive. So because those keep the passing lengths are shorter, not as long as cautious and attacking. So passing length, right? Now there's a second instruction. So essentially, your mentality becomes important. The third thing is you want to try and the only time you should be considering possession-centric tactics is when your team is good enough to keep the ball and not lose it across the pitch. Meaning you're good at keeping the ball anytime you want to, anywhere you want to, all right? The problem is most people think possession-centric tactics, as long as they find the team instructions, they'll do well. And they go work ball into box and low crosses. Now, that is only for the best teams because then you are pushing yourself so high up the pitch, you're willing to commit more players into the final third to work good crossing opportunities. And cutbacks, basically. That's what low crosses does. So you can avoid using low crosses. You can go mix, but still play work ball into box. But if you are camping all the time, then you want to use work ball into box with low crosses. So that's another instruction. So your basic instructions are those. So when it comes to team instructions, you're looking at just a few, right? So if I were to go into the game, let me go to my team instructions. And then if you go into all the instructions, right? Passing directness, you can be on balance, you can be on positive. Tempo, you should never be on anything higher than standard, right? So this is where you want to be. Because the idea of possession is you want to get as many players up to support play. So tempo shouldn't be attacking. Tie-based thing, this is entirely up to you. You can leave this. It doesn't really affect things so much. Attacking transition is what I was talking about just now. This is vital. Okay, hold shape is part of your attacking transition. So you have to use hold shape with counter press Because this is when you have the ball, right? You're holding the shape, not counter attack all the time. Because AI generated counter attacks are still there. Then you're attacking with the wider you are, the worse your counter press is going to be. So your counter press at the lowest should be standard, because this encourages your team to play wide and come inside, and positioning is going to be closer to, still relatively close. Then build up strategy. Of course, you want to bypass the press because you are playing a possession centric tactic. So you want them to come pressing you, so they open up space, so you can still get behind them. Goalkeeper is supporting runs. This is about underlaps. Yeah. So depending on whether or not how familiar you are with creating underlapping tactics, because underlapping tactics are great for possession tactics because you're creating multiple routes to goal. When you play underlapping tactic, you're basically telling the widest player to hold out the ball looking for inside runs, and then you have to start thinking about roles. What kind of roles you want in your tactic. Other than that, these are the more important instructions. Out of possession, of course, is only going to be what's that? This defensive transition. If you're in possession, out of possession tactics are different, meaning the formations don't look the same. 4-2-3, maybe the other one's 4-4-2. Then please do not use counter press. If they're the same, use counter press. Line of engagement, this is a myth. Everybody seems to think high possession needs to be played on a high block. No, you can play mid block. You can still get very high possession. The only reason why you won't get high possession is because your team is not good enough to keep the ball when they have the ball. So those are the instructions that you want to follow. Now, as far as your roles and duties are concerned, my advice is always pick generic roles for your out of possession tactic. Always pick generic roles. If you are the more familiar you get with the game, the more experimental you can become. Like for me, this tactic has got tracking winger. What do they do? They just follow the opposition fullback all the way to this side of the pitch where they do a squeeze, and this guy protect these two screening midfielders. They screen the center. These two guys swamp the fellas on the left and the right, and then we got two wide center backs to cover the wide areas as these guys go and do the job. Simple enough. Then when you're thinking of in possession roles, you have to think in terms of your final shape. Most people don't do that. Most people will come here. Most people come here and go like, oh, this is my in possession shape. It looks very nice. Actually, it doesn't tell you jack shit. It tells you jack shit. I have never I'm like okay with this. Right? I'm not gonna go like, oh my god, this is so revealing. It isn't, because I know exactly that this guy won't be here. This guy will be here. Right? If I get the ball here, like this is I think I don't think this guy is gonna be here. I think this guy's gonna be here. Right, you need to know your roles, no? So my advice is always go experimenting with roles. You have to play roles and to find out where they're gonna be all the time. Otherwise, you're not gonna. It's gonna be hard, lah. So when the ball comes here, I expect this guy to be closer to the center forward. I expect this guy to be out here. I expect this guy to be higher up the pitch because he's gonna act like a winger. So these roles here is very important for you to experiment with roles as you play the game. When you start playing with the game, then you will start becoming more aware of the roles. The roles that you want to pick, right? Oh my god. Looking at our situation, not very good. Look at the number of players injured. Wow, I got a lot of players unavailable. Yeah. So my advice is always, right, go into the game and experiment. Yeah. That will be the best way to start this game. Oh no. We're in trouble, man. Half this team, I don't know who's going to be playing. Okay, this guy. Because what will happen is this game is going to tell me these guys are not fit to play. It does all the time. Barreiro, Bishop will not be playing. This guy won't be playing. Bishop won't be playing, so we're going to remove him. I hope that answered your question. Yeah. There's a lot more to this than just what I just said. So a lot of it is going to be down to you as well, trying things out in the game. Yeah. This guy coming back from injury. My biggest advice to anybody playing this game, right, is to try the roles out. You have to try the roles out. You got to try. Stavo comes here. All right. So Barrio, Fujita, Williams. Gallo will start. Gallo will start this game. Otherwise, I cannot get a good offer for him. We got Dance. Dance injured again. My God. Jayden Dance, right, is the most injury-prone player ever in the history of football. I only played for 5 minutes. Now he's out for 4 months. I never get to see him, no? His total number of clubs he's played, total number of matches he's played for me since he signed is this many. 3. 3 matches only. And I only played over 5 minutes. He got injured. 5 minutes, no. 5 minutes. He was on the pitch for 5 minutes and he picked up a 3-month injury. Remember, right? I have no control of the training. Okay, we've already won our first game. We've beaten Tottenham Hotspur. Now the question is whether we can beat this. See, I always start cautious away from home. I know people tell you cannot play on, you have to play attacking mentality, right? But cautious and attacking generate the same like passing lengths. We have got too many injuries in our team. The playmakers, no roles play today. This game, right? Don't fall for the con job that are roles. Think of roles this way. They are purely for positional purposes. That's how they are. Because each role is supposed to behave and play in a unique positions, that kind of thing. So roles focus on the attributes more, and then what the role will do. That's more important. Attributes are way more important. A player with great attributes for a playmaker will play as a playmaker both when he is not even he's a generic role and when he's a playmaker. But of course, as a playmaker, the players are going to look for him a bit more. But if he's still as MC, he'll still play as a playmaker. Yeah. But he won't be a magnet anymore. But because he has attributes are so good that sometimes he'll play those kind of killer passes. Yeah. Well, it's all about you, man. Hope you're well. Star Wars to Fujita. Fujita had a great game. Oh, man. And now we're 1 goal behind Brentford. Damn it. We had to berate the team. Gallo gave him a start. Look at what's done. This is why I don't like playing Gallo. I only play him so I can put him in the shopping window and hopefully a team buys him. And he's unhappy, it makes it easier. Ryan, oh shit. He's in. Good block. What are you doing? It must be raining, rainy weather. The players on the run so much. They come in, they're gonna get globbered by me, boy. Chimiti, McAtee, Stavo, Gallo. McAtee did well. Stavo, Barrero. Again. What is going on with our team? They're not on the same radar, man. They're not playing well. Okay, we're making our first change. Immediately we have to... Gallo is not here. Sorry. Second change. Yeah, we get 2 changes straight away. Let the players know that they're not bigger than me. I'm the biggest dog in the kennel. I got the biggest bite of them all. They don't play well, I take them off. Close to scoring a goal. Tenso again to Watanabe. Toski. Brown comes inside. Oh, nice. I think that movement is the one. Oh. Shade. Offside. Come on, be offside. No, it's not. It's onside. Terrible result. Yeah, we're not playing well. This is a bad. Yeah, weather might have something to do with it, but the players, and injuries. We've got quite a few injuries to our starting 11. Goalkeepers are injured. Our defenders are injured. One of our strikers is injured. Not good. It's going from bad to worse. I think we're gonna just tell the team. I can't even instant result. I want to instant result. Get out of here. Taking more and less risks, okay, involves passing and decisions, right? So even movement. So they take more risk with the movements that they do, and sometimes they might get into a situation where they, get into a yellow card situation. They tackle someone, yeah. So take more risk can affect a few things. Chermiti, Trotsky, again. We just keep giving the ball away, man. There's no pass into space. Well, we can't afford a defeat here and there. I shouldn't be looking at teams like, what's that team called at the top of the table? He's coming on. Liverpool, man. Brentford beating us 4-0. They played a better game, but we just didn't show up. Our passes not linking up. Normally we are flawless. Quite a few times we just given the ball away. My asthma attack quite bad just now. Having trouble speaking now. Four 0 defeat, man. I'm looking at other results. Chelsea beat Leicester. Brighton beat Sheffield United. So the good news is that Brighton have reduced the deficit. They were 5 points behind me at one point. Spurs, if they win, managerless Brentford play without a manager. I know what Spurs' result is. We're gonna find out now. Yeah, Spurs didn't. I don't think they played their game, right? Oh, Spurs drew with Bournemouth. Oh no, Nottingham Forest have caught Spurs and Newcastle. Spurs and Brighton. So we are now safe, in the knowledge that we are ahead of the two teams that are trying to catch us. All right, we are ahead now. Hey, Spurs fan, you're back. Guess who you are? You're 1 point behind me, baby. Remember, we have a few more games left. We have a few more games. So coming up now, we're playing Manchester United, Liverpool. Remember, if I catch this will be interesting. This will be very, very interesting. Spurs unbeaten home run reaches 10 games. You've been unbeaten at home. Not bad. Yeah, but you did lose to me just now. We're not here, right, for a defeat, epic defeat. We took Spurs to the cleaners, 3-1. 3-1. Nottingham Forest beat Tottenham Hotspur 3-1. You missed that one, huh? A one-sided match. Totally dominated US. Yep. But then the next game I lost to Brentford 4-0. So yeah. I was hoping to catch Liverpool. Because Liverpool is single digits, was single digits. And now Liverpool have pulled ahead again. Yeah. So Liverpool are 32 and Nottingham Forest are 21. Just now it was 9 points. Now it's 11 points because I lost. So let's go, baby. We got matches coming thick and fast. But now is the dangerous one. I got United, Liverpool. Yeah. And I got another 4 games after that. Then cutoff date. The cutoff date is 29th of December, right? That's the cutoff date. Oh, that means we'll probably hit it this stream. Yeah, we'll probably hit it this stream. Which means that if I catch Liverpool, right, it means that I will, if I catch Liverpool, Spurs and Brighton, I don't need to pass the save to you guys. Yeah, I just have to go to the what's that called? The DOF, you're in charge of transfers. And then I holiday all the way until that means I holiday all the way until the third, right? Same thing. Then all of you have to wonder what's gonna happen to your teams, man. Yeah, that'll be funny, man. Okay, we gotta filter all the unavailable players. Because we got quite a few injuries. Yeah, we really got walloped by injuries, man. McCarthy coming off. Gallo will start again, but I'm in trouble. Okay, I lost this guy for a while. I lost the goalkeeper for a while. Yeah, put the goalkeeper back in, I guess. Yeah. Okay, and then we swap positions. Okay, Bischoff starts with. Okay, we gotta have to play that Barreiro Bischoff combination again. Okay. Starward, Chemiti, Ndoye, Danso, Leone. Vandenberg is my starting defender. Okay. All right, he's got to play. I cannot keep him on the bench. Nathaniel Brown. Gallo wants to start more games. He has not been playing well. He always gives me poor performances, whereas Nathaniel Brown always gives me good performances. Question is transfer status. Is he going anywhere or not? Personal. So interested offers. So far, no club has made an offer. Contractor, no one has come in. Yeah, so far, no one has come in. Okay, all right, so maybe we can play. No, go back. My worry was that a club has come in for an off, wanting to sign him. Because Gallo didn't play well in that game. Cost me the game. So now we got this big match against Manchester United, who have never failed to beat me. Guess Nico Williams, going Wong, Dendoye. Remember Manchester United, Nottingham Forest blood match is on. Oh, well, look at that. 4-2-4. In and out of possession, no. Pass into space. They play in and out of possession of 4-2-4. Yeah. So pressing wing backs more. What a stop from our keeper. Remember, our first choice keeper is injured. So I can't play my first choice keeper until we get him back. So he might get some game time in this match. Dedic. Matis Zilit. Lenny Yoro. Gone behind. Kulusevski. What a ball. What a... right across the face of goal. Berate the team straight away. 20 minutes, we're already showing some shakiness in defense. Williams to Ndoye. Ndoye goes deep. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Lemons. Dedic, Ahmad, good Sesko. They're not wasting time on this team. Block. Remember, I play a defensive shit. Oh my God, what a goal! I told you, the only way teams are going to score against me is by magical goals like that. It has to be real crackers from outside the area. That's the only way they can beat me. If they have to score from well outside the area, it's got to be a crack because my wall is pretty solid. Kobe Mino plays there as you go. Nobody would have expected him to score from there. What a goal. Barkas isn't that good of a goalkeeper. He should have seen that coming. Hey, Barkas 6.7, Danso, Vanderberg, Watanabe. Bischoff and looks like we're not asserting ourselves in midfield either. Remember, they attack us, we got a chance of Chermiti. What is with Chermiti and giving the ball away? It's a few times already. Seamless attack. We can't stop them. Again. The tempo is very high. Bishop, Barrero not exerting themselves. They got a chance for a corner. Poor performance from us. Immediately making some changes. Toski coming on. And then Fujita coming on. And Gallo coming on. Confirm changes. Need to do better with the ball. So I made 3 changes at halftime. First man. And they'll count for stoppage, right? So that's good. So I still got 2 more. I can still stop the game 3 times. Manchester United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Cleared off the line. Oh my God, the keeper with a reflex save. They're still trying to create a goal scoring opportunity here. Dedic to good defending again. But we cannot get the ball out for a counter attack. Never mind, we still are in this game. It's only 1-0. Berate the team. 6.7, 6.6, 6.8. I berated, the numbers went down. And immediately we lost Fujita. Fujita has been stretched off the pitch, man. Barrero, Kevin Phillips now is like, come on. Fujita was taken out of the game by the United team. Our injuries keep piling up. Aging team. What can I say? Cleared again. And the goal difference between me and Spurs is exactly 1. Exactly 1. It's not like we have a huge goal difference. Only 1. Oh, good defending. Kulusevski. Mino. We can't get the ball off United. They're playing so well. All right, we're going to take out the team instruction to pass into space. Because by now, they'll be sitting in a nice, pretty position. Stavo can't get the ball. We get a throw in a dangerous position with about 15 minutes left on the clock. Gallo, Pratoski. What the heck, man? We lost the ball. Ah, lovely. Gallo wins the ball back. Then Gallo gives the ball back. A tackle from behind. Sesko. Watanabe. Beautiful challenge from Watanabe. This keeper Keeping the scoreline respectable. Our keeper is keeping the scoreline respectable, man. Maino. Then Watanabe scores an own goal. Chamiti. Again. What is with Chamiti lately? Winter came and it's too cold for him to run. We already lost 4-0 to Brentford. Could we lose 3-0 to United? This will not go down well with the fans or the management. Disappointing performance from the boys, as it looks increasingly likely that we are about to lose this game. So what we're going to do is thank the goalkeeper for his service, but we really have to give our number one goalkeeper a chance to take to the pitch. Yeah. Since we changed goalkeepers, we have not won a game yet. We won one game, but that's about it. 2-0. Elsewhere. The question is elsewhere, what's the results of the other matches? Arsenal, Everton, Norwich, Manchester United, Newcastle. Oh, other matches haven't been played. So the current standings are Nottingham Forest on 21, Spurs on 20. So we played the game in them. Brighton are on 18. So Brighton have a chance to actually get back on 21. If they win, they will go ahead of Nottingham Forest with their one game in hand. So the battle is now very, very close. I have to somehow or other marshal my team and make sure that we... Oh my God, Wolves lost to Liverpool 1-0. 32 points. That defeat is going to be costly, but still 11 points clear. Leone injured, Stavo injured. Hey, we got no... I have no... There's no let up to the injury crisis that is Nottingham Forest to face, as we lose another 2 more players to injuries. And now we play Liverpool. The great Liverpool under Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is the manager at Liverpool. Tiki press when they put Pep Guardiola in charge. Hey, Spurs fan. Thank you for the raid, man. Oh, you were streaming. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were streaming, brother. We come into a very crucial. We lost 2 games in a row. Now Liverpool, suddenly Newcastle, and Brighton. How's your stream? What were you streaming? Football Manager or something else? Man City playing Spurs. Uncle Roger, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, Manchester City playing Spurs. Okay, Everton playing Brighton. Guys, Liverpool. I play Liverpool. Okay, but I've got injury crisis. I lost the Star Wars one. No, Star Wars was injured. I'm in trouble, no. I have nobody else to play in front. That's it. That's my team now. I don't even have a bench. The bench is not fit enough to play. Oh my God, this is terrible. Even Fuji, oh my God, this is terrible. Okay, 1, 2, Potowski. Look, oh my Lord, this is scary, you know. Put Ndoye here lah. Okay, Bishop Brown, Watanabe, Danso, Demo. Okay, that's it. It could be the ender. Look after Uncle. I will look after him. Are you going? Hey, you're not going to stay, Spurs fan. You cannot do that to me. Oh yeah, of course. You have to, stream, take a break. This is it. Tiki Presses team. Who they got? Avishila, Nwaneri, Endrick. He signed Endrick. Oh my God, he signed Endrick. Yeah, I play Liverpool now. Already beaten Spurs. I beaten Brighton this season. Now Liverpool left. I have to beat Liverpool. If I can beat Liverpool, I beaten all of you this season. Yeah. Endrick offside. Offside. He signed Endrick. Oh, he got too much money, Liverpool. Too much money. Yeah, this is offside. Endrick was in China already. He traveled there without a visa. No wonder he's hauled back. Look at his team. João Neves, Milos Kerkez. And then he's got Endrick leading the line. I don't think Endrick is that good, no football manager. Not this year. So this could be a dud signing from him. See, how many goals has Endrick scored for him? They don't tell us, no. He scored 19 goals this season. He scored in the Premier League 12 goals. No, he's got 10 goals and 1 assist. Not bad, lah. So quite good returns still. Got 10 games played, right? 10 or 11. I think it's 11 games now. As we seek to... I should have said anything about Endrick. He heard me. Immediately saying bad things about me, right? I'm going to score one. I should not have said anything bad about Endrick. Look at what's happened. Cocky. Now I got smacked. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Come on, boys. Chum Titi. I got no other strikers. I don't got these 3 guys. And if they have a bad game, we have a bad game. It's not like I can go to the bench, he's having a bad game. You know, let's try you out. They know there's nobody else in this team. They know there's no one else. So if they know that they are never worried that they're going to be subbed off. Guess what? Second, you think what? That's what you think, right? Okay, Chemity, get off. I got 1 ace up my cards. His name is McAtee. Oh shit, McAtee is playing here. That's it. Stavo is injured. Cannot play. Yeah, that's it. I was right. I was hoping against all. Defended. I mean, I defend most chances. Right? I just need to put the chances into the back of the net. But we're having a bad run now. And I was very unlucky. Last 4 games, I think I hit the World 4 times. 4 times. Oh, this is our pressure moment now. No, it wasn't our pressure moment. Okay, good work. Watanabe goes long. Nathaniel Brown. Again. There's no pass into space, right? I'm pretty sure I'm not using it. I don't think so. No pass into space. There's still hope. There's still hope. Okay. Ding. We're going attacking now. Why? We're going to have a chance. Don't worry. There's still hope. There's still, as long as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, we have a chance. We have a chance. Florian Wirtz, I said we have a chance. He's playing quite well, World Cup. All the Liverpool players. Oh, Ndoye. You overran the ball. VR Natuk, thanks for the follow, man. Lukeba. Kirkets. So once again, my pick for the World Cup. Brazil gonna make it all the way to the semi-finals. USA gonna make it all the way to the semi-finals. Right. These are my 2 teams that are gonna make it. Oh, no. Offside. Mo Salah kena aim. Mo Salah didn't play badly. Oh my God, it's awarded. Damn it. I thought it was offside. They will play brutal football against them. Mo Salah created the goal, right? He had an assist this World Cup. These players all Most players like Mo Salah still have some to offer. It will be interesting to see what Iraola does with Liverpool. Well, most people are more. I mean, I think the rumor has it, what I read between the lines is Liverpool, the owners is not happy with the fact that our youth players not getting enough of a shot because they invested quite a lot. Last couple of years, a lot of young players coming through. Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Man, we are getting roasted. That's it. See, no need to talk. Can't win instant result anymore. Go 2D Classic. I cannot handle it. We're about to get walloped. 4-0. I know we're going to get walloped. I got no bench. It's like, should I change tactics? Why would I want to change tactics for? And this is, remember, the DOF is controlling my transfer market, right? So it's like, I can't do anything. Right? These are the players I have. So hopefully they go out there and give me some players. I got no more players. My midfield just fell apart. Look at it. I've never had 4 6.1s in this tactic. Normally it's 8-8. The whole team is falling apart. Toski will come on. Kevin Phillips will come on. This guy will come on. And then Gallo will come on. And Leone will come on. Last one I do. Leone not... Why they ask Leone to come if he can't even go to the pitch? AC official does Ruben Amorim as manager. Oh, that would be interesting, no? Hey, Ruben Amorim is a decent manager. Especially, look, he is a decent manager. Just he's playing for the wrong club. I think in Italy he'll do well. We'll wait to see. Back 5 systems in Italy, not bad one, right? I hate for Inter, who transferred you. Nottingham lose ground in race to qualify. So the table now, Spurs, Nottingham Forest, Brighton. Spurs moved 21 points. Brighton closed the gap. Spurs drew against Man City. Massive result for you guys. Brighton drew against Bevel. You guys only got 1 point. Yeah, you're still in and around You're still in and around my orbit, man. You better not be in my orbit because coming out of this, I've got 12th of December. That means once I hit 29th, game set match. This is the do or die date. No? This is the do or die date. Sound good, but many people he keeps saying he's going to Saudi Arabia. I don't think maybe he might go to Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Ruben Amorim won't go. What? Mo Salah, I believe, might go to Saudi Arabia, but not. Mo Salah, maybe, but not Ruben Amorim. I think if he goes, I think he knows better than to go Saudi Arabia. If he goes Saudi Arabia, his career over already. Finish. Kaput. No club. I don't think any European club will ever hire him again. Look at it. Every player is getting injured. I leave it to the AI manager to do everything. They are killing my players, man. What the hell are you doing in training? Remember, I got no control over training as well. I training schedules all is AI driven. So I have no control over training. I've got rotation policies. The only thing I can do, and I don't even have players to do that. So you're reaching a point where the season could well be truly, we're under some pressure, man. Under some pressure now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Remember where we started, right? I don't think we're going to finish tonight, just in case you're wondering what made the transfer window happening tonight. No. Most likely not. Some people still at an age where they still need to sleep. All right. Okay, looking at the results so far, right? So because the more I speed rush, the more it becomes like this. Yeah. So we started at where? I think we started here. We beat Bournemouth, then we beat Norwich, then we lost to Aston Villa, then we beat Sheffield United, then we beat Spurs, then we lost to Spurs, right? Then we beat Spurs. Then 3 defeats in a row. This season, I've got no draws. No draws at all. Let's try and finish on a high. Beat Sunderland. What? Mo Salah should go to the USA. I think it's a better finish for him to go Saudi. But Saudi Arabia, religion, all that, he become mega superstar. He become a mega superstar in Saudi Arabia. What? He'll be royalty, man. Whatever he wants in Saudi, he'll get it. I want a helicopter to pick my wife up and take her shopping. Okay, helicopter come, take the wife out shopping. Try that in the US. I want my wife to go shopping. Yeah, you see the Grab or whatever ride for hire you got here. Yeah, she can take that. That's how they really treat players like royalty. I remember when Steven Gerrard was there. Right, his wife didn't live in the Middle East. No, they lived outside. So they drive every day. They drove him up and down, up and down, up and down. So yeah, so I think they will treat Mo Salah like royalty there. Very, very. I won't be surprised. So he will be treated. He'll be fated. He'll be like to worship the ground he walks on. That's how the Middle Easterners look at him. Only problem is Mo Salah is an issue politically with some of these countries. Yeah, he's come out a few times to say something about those countries. So there could be more. I don't think money is going to drive him to go there. In the end, if he just decide not to go there, he'll be politically motivated because he has issues with some of these countries. Neymar cannot. Yeah, a lot of players, when they go there, they're dead. They finish. Except for Cristiano Ronaldo, who's still, superstar. He's the ultimate superstar. So what can you say about Mr. Ronaldo, right? Neymar goes there. Neymar had to return to his roots. And Neymar is injured at this World Cup. He's got no start. Hey, Chico D'Amico, welcome to the stream, man. And look, every day, another one that got injured. Endo, there is no let up. We cannot go. I'm a bit worried. Oh. Yeah, Ronaldo is there for. He's like a personal toy. What is go in? What is beat it? I don't think I'm going to end with a win. 4 defeats in a row. Possible. No coincidence. Mo Salah will not move to the US. I mean, I think that Mo Salah is going to end up because Mo Salah has got very strong views about a certain Middle Eastern situation. Okay, very strong views. Okay, so him going to the US also not likely to happen, right? Okay, he's not financially motivated anymore. Okay, I think that he will go to another club in Europe and finish off his season. I think he's done. He may even retire. He may not retire, but yeah. But going to America, I doubt it. Mo Salah won't get far from ice in America as well. I don't think he's going to go. I mean, not as long as Donald Trump is president. Yeah, I'm surprised, no. Because Mo Salah has come out and criticized certain things about the US president before. I think not directly, but yeah, we got lost another player. This is getting from bad to worse for us. Sunderland, Nottingham Forest also. We are getting from bad to worse. Or McAtee, what a takedown, man. And that can't keep it shot down. It's like the players are desperate. We got to talk to them, calm them down. Tell them we encourage them, believe in them, all kind of shit. Basically, do the encourage them. Come on, boys. You can do it, huh? Encourage them a bit. Bad run. Half time, I believe in you guys. You have the capacity to turn things around. Don't fall for. As if that actually makes a difference. Disallowed. I was so likely to go and berate them again, though. You just see World Cup, all the team from Africa, no money, kena visa cancel, kena search. Yeah, all of them got all of them got cavity search, they landed. The Senegalese team and all the African teams are treated very badly. Yeah, compare that to the greeting all the teams got when they went to Mexico. It's like, what about the Somali referee? One of the best referees in the world. Cannot even referee the World Cup. Nonsense. Of course, every country has a right to deny teams, right? But I don't know. But FIFA has bent over backwards for the corporate sponsors. Right? And now they got water breaks brought to you by Gatorade or some shit like that. It's all money grabbing exercise. And then they're changing the fundamental nature of the World Cup, which used to be 45 minutes of war. Now it's not 45 minutes of war anymore. It's only 22 and a half minutes of war, followed by 22 and a half minutes of war. And then during the war, we'll sell you some entertainment. Guys, that has to be the last game because I lost too many games and I need to go and sleep. Not paying attention anymore, just clicking the continue button, which doesn't help my cause. It's worse than me holidaying. It's me playing in my worst level. I caught all the teams and I threw it all away today. Yeah, Spurs. Yeah, now Brighton got 2 games in hand. They're going to catch me. Yeah. Yep. Brighton have 2 games in hand and they'll push. I'm still in touch with everybody else, but I need to sleep. I want to change the VAR and ref rules. No, man. I want to change the VAR and ref rules. Not important. I want to change the water breaks. There shouldn't be water breaks in the World Cup. Why are there water breaks in the World Cup? Let me ask you a question. Do water breaks at the World Cup make any sense? Are they saying what? The weather is too hot, you must have water. Then why had the World Cup there? See, the World Cup has had water breaks not for the first time. They've had it for a few World Cups already. Yeah. I think the one in Asia, they had a water break too. I mean, in Asia, they play football all the way, no water break. Why must there be a water break here? Yes, during if the temperature reaches a certain point, apparently Europeans melt in Asia. But they play these kind of games all the time. You want to ban states and financial companies from owning clubs. Problem is football's fundamentally changed after Margaret Thatcher came to power. Okay, the whole landscape of football changed. The moment Margaret Thatcher came to power in England, the whole world changed. Because finally, you could corporatize football clubs and people from outside England can come in and buy a share of a football club. And then when the Premier League was formed, they had these big sponsorship deals and it became all a case of money. So now football clubs would serve only one purpose. For the ultra wealthy, it's an investment. They go in, they buy it for 200 million, they make 800 million in a couple of years. Look at how the Fenway Group, they bought Liverpool 300 million, I think, at that point. 300 million. Now Liverpool is worth 1.2, 1.3 billion dollars. See what I mean? And on top of it, they get a return every year. Your valuation went up 1.3 billion. Plus, on top of that, you get money back every year. What can I say, man? Yeah, that's why these super rich want to buy clubs. I met a few guys who are super, super duper rich and they talk about buying clubs all the time because it makes financial sense. The problem is the world has become that way and we are all stupid fellas agreeing to pay tickets to go and watch the World Cup or paying tickets to watch our favorite clubs play because we are in turn putting money into the pockets of the super rich. And the super rich are saying, hey, you know what? We're doing it for your entertainment, what? So you can follow your teams, we're supporting your clubs so that you can see some of the best players play for your clubs. Don't worry, yes, I know tickets are going to be expensive, but that's the way things are. Prices always keep going up. Do they have to? See, we have been fed a lie for the last 15 years. That's it. As long as enough people around the world keep believing the lie, it perpetuates into a truth. That is the problem with the world right now. We are living in a world where there's this thing that's happening. It's happening everywhere now. Look at it, not only in football. You look at anything. Like, why have countries stopped doing, like, for example, your inflation indexes, right? They used to be over a base year. No? Many years ago, when countries talked about inflationary trends, right, they look at a base year, meaning I treat 1985 as a base year. Okay. How much has inflation gone up from the base year, 85 to maybe, now I'm 88, 89, I'll look at the rate of growth to the base year. No more. Now when they do inflation, they do month on month. Have you noticed that? So when the increases happen, it's 0.5, 1.5. Oh, inflation hasn't gone up very much, 0.5. You all have been fed a lie from day one. Okay, I am an economics graduate. Okay, I was shocked when this started happening because what they are trying to do to you is they're trying to soften the blow for inflationary pressures, right? So if you look at it from a base year point of view, prices have not gone up like this, no, they went up like this. But hey, guess what? It's normal because everybody just changed the unit, the way they measure things. So things like PPP, purchasing power parity, nobody wants to talk about it. Why? Because it's a dirty word. Purchasing power parity means how much can your dollar buy today that you could buy yesterday? Nobody wants to talk about it. Or how much can your dollar and my dollar buy? My dollar versus your dollar, we try and level the playing field, sort of. So we all got screwed. And then to top it off, right? I'll tell you something. The man just became a trillionaire. Somebody just became a trillionaire, right? With whose money? This is the dumbest thing in the world, no? The US taxpayer. I don't understand why people can't see this. No? It's like, you learn 101. No? It's like common sense. Go to school, never study, is it? Oh, God. I'm like, sitting around here, I'm glad, no, my tenure is coming to an end in a few years' time. I live in a whole scene of comedy. So around here, okay lah. Yeah. Houses have doubled in price just last year alone, correct? Nobody can afford homes anymore. I mean, nowadays, like last time when I was so proud of buying my own. In fact, I bought 2 houses before I was even 35, right? Before I was 35, I could afford to buy 2 homes. 2 homes, okay? Now people can't even afford to buy a room in a house, much less a home. Why? Because everybody has been fed this notion, and then the worst part is people tell you should be talking about politics in the stream. I've had that before. Somebody once asked you, ever since you start talking politics, right? I don't want to come to your stream anymore. Why? Because you're also one of those fellas that was fed a lie. And you believed the lie so much, it became a truth to you. And became a truth to you, you don't want to listen to any other point of view. And that's the danger of this world right now. People have become intolerant of different points of view, which is very sad. I am very tolerant of different points of view. If you believe the sky is blue, yeah. If you believe the sky is pink, yeah. If you believe pigs can fly, yeah. Have a good time. Enjoy life. They cannot blame our immigrants. The worst part is immigrants are the reason why the prices were low. That's the funny thing. Even in Singapore, we depend on immigrants. Do you know if not for immigrants in Singapore, right? Oh my God. Singapore would be completely out of reach for the average Singaporean. Singapore is so dependent on immigrants, right? Because Singaporeans don't want to clean the rubbish chutes, don't want to sweep the roads, don't want to work washing dishes in shops. See, immigrants keep certain jobs from becoming priced out of range, right? Allowing wealth to accrue and generate. That's why immigrants are needed in any economy. It's called I don't know, Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. It's like going to school teaching people something. Yeah, politics have become like football. I wear my jersey and I hate the rivals. Exactly. Now it's like, they all incentivize you to dislike your neighbor, no? I'm like, what the hell, man? Why can't we love in peace and harmony and enjoy ourselves? And then look at all band together. Everybody should band together. Identify your common enemy. Don't believe everything that you read and see. If you don't, then the problem right now, internet, the internet is not exactly the cornerstone of truth and honesty anymore as well. Yeah. People, you want to tell people to do their own research, right? You go and do research on internet. Where else you got to go? Internet. Like, okay, now you're in trouble. How do you know that that is the truth? Do you know that there was a guy who did a YouTube video, right? And he said that and nobody is going to watch the USA Paraguay game because 100,000 tickets were left unsold. I was like, hey, that's dumb. That's daft as fuck. True enough, US Paraguay game, I was watching the World Cup. All the games sold out tickets. So where do you get your numbers from? See? Yeah, so sometimes you gotta, you gotta give and take lah. Listen. Yeah, the games in America got good support from the fans. Okay, whether or not they like Qatar, I don't know. Qatar was nobody went. Very few people for Qatar's World Cup. They filled it up all the immigrant workers. They told them to go and wear the flags of different nations to create the illusion of a packed stadium. Everyone was paying money to go in. I don't know. Anyway, I have to go. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. All depends on the kids. As you know, I have a very tough time. 3 weeks to go, guys. Apparently, I've got a deadline where help's coming. There's 3 more weeks to go. Then my 2-year torture is finally over. Then I can start streaming and do long hours again. I got 3 more weeks to go. Okay, guys. All right. I will catch you very, very soon. You guys stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.